Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you caught our hot messy topics with Kendrick Tucker. Such a good show. Definitely it was on Up and Adam channel 1. So go check that out. If you guys didn't, go be a part of the replay crew. Get in the comments and get savage AF. Also, you guys can check out upandadamlive.com. We have Bravo News, Celebrity News, Royal News. We have Bravo Blinds, our podcast, our YouTube. Everything is there. So, yeah, our incredible team of writers, like they're killing it. And they're pretty savage. So go check that out. We're back to talk about the Chrisleys because Todd and Savannah, they ended up doing a press conference today. And we're going to share a couple clips and also all of the takeaways from it. So smash the like button, show some love, and let's jump right in. Before we get into that, I did want to share with you guys, everyone is always asking me about my skincare, and I appreciate you guys. Not really a secret. It is my Blue Mean Face Pro 2.0. With the press of a button, it uses these little microcurrents. You can hear it. It sounds like a massage. And they literally lift, illuminate, rejuvenate your face, and they take the inflammation out. Normally, this guy is about $300, but if you guys click on my link that I'm also pinning in the description and comment section, you guys get it for $200 off. The best part is if you don't absolutely love it and it doesn't reduce your double chin, then they will give you 100% of your money back guaranteed. So Blue Mean is a company that I can definitely get behind. Now, with that, I wanted to talk about this. We finally have sightings of Todd Chrisley. Now, we know that President Trump ended up giving him a presidential pardon along with Julie Chrisley. And people were asking me what that means. It means that they are, one, it's wiped from their record. Two, they're not going to be responsible for the $17.8 million restitution. And three, they're about to be rich as hell because everybody is lining up to put them on TV. Even their prison release, both of them, was documented on TV. But yeah, so here we go. As far as the first public appearance, Todd made his first appearance since his release from prison. He looked pretty well-groomed and composed. And he also talked about, his return to the public eye. Am I shocked by that? No, this is how they make their money. And I think that this is how they're going to make really, really fast cash, especially after everything that they've been through. But what I do love is for this situation, and I know everybody's indifferent about the presidential pardon, but I'm talking about for the family, take those feelings aside. I love that he's at least acknowledging that Savannah Chrisley was the driving force behind this. And he did say, I have deep gratitude for my daughter for her relentless advocacy during his incarceration. I think that's great. And he said that, she really, really put a lot of effort in bringing attention to their case. Well, cases. Now, as far as Julie Chrisley's absence, a lot of people noticed that she was not at the public reunion, choosing to kind of stay out of the spotlight. I am kind of wondering if it's because if you look at the photo, which is a little pixelated, but if you look at the photo, I think that she's probably waiting to get her hair done and get, back into it and get back ready. She might also not be ready to have these conversations so publicly right now. She might be like, honestly, at the end of the day, as of right now, I'm not here with you guys in that moment. She might be, who knows? You just went to prison. Girl could be traumatized too. But Todd did share some of his insights from prison, saying that there were a lot of impactful stories that he heard from people that he met, which seemed to leave a significant impression on him. And he is vowing to do, or at least contribute a lot of his time to helping people who are in the prison system. And he said it's not by any means a fair system based off of color, race, all of the things. He's like, you can notice and see what is going on and it's wrong. Now, as far as the new reality show, they did hint that there is a new reality show that's coming, suggesting that the network might be interested in their post-incarceration story, which clearly we know that there were cameras documenting when Savannah and Grayson and also their brother Kyle were there getting them like from prison, picking them up. But as far as like the public perception, a lot of people are not happy with the fact that they got this presidential pardon. And people are questioning if anybody's even interested in a Chrisley comeback. However, they had such a huge audience that was interested in their show. So I don't think that people will turn them away. And I also was saying this to Jason when we were doing like one of our morning walks, and I said, you know, with the presidential pardon, I think without it, if they would have got out of prison, then, you know, you have networks who look at you like a liability, but with it, they can look at you and be like, well, if the president pardoned you, then we don't have to feel like we're at risk by putting you guys on a platform. That's how I feel they would look at it, but I'm also not a network. But here's a couple clips.
Mr. Chrisley, do you have any remorse for the actions that led to your evictions?
Oh, you must be CNN. Remorse if it was something that I did.
Well, your wife did apologize last year.
Well, let me explain to you how that works, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You're placed in a position as a defendant to either bow down and kiss the ass of the Department of Justice and accept responsibility for things that you did not do in order to avoid a stronger sentence. And the corruption that went on in our case is going to continue to unfold, and Alex is going to continue to give each and every one of you the evidence that as it comes in.
I mean, also, though, I could see that too. You know, I talked to somebody else who ended up going to prison who was on TV, and they said that they sort of had to bow down and admit to a lot of things that they claimed that they did not do in order to not receive like harsher treatment, I guess, now that they know that they are being convicted. So it is, I do get where he's saying like you do kiss, you know, bow down and kiss the feet, but that wasn't it. Hold on.
We woke up today and they're still at home. So it's honestly felt like such a dream to have them at home. And I'm just so grateful, obviously, to President Trump, the administration, Alice Johnson, just everyone within the pardons office. We are just so excited and moving forward. Obviously, getting them home the past 2.5 years, I have thought like that was my number one priority, was getting my parents home. But now that they're home, now we move on to all the other men and women that are in the system and getting them home. And I know we're going to continue to work. We're going to be in DC, and mom and dad are now along for the ride because we're not leaving those men and women behind. There's too much work that needs to be done. There's too much reform that needs to be done. So we're just super excited, and here he is. How are you guys?
Okay. Well, there you guys have it. Again, I know this is kind of a touchy subject with a lot of people, which is interesting to me because they feel like there are so many other people who have not received these pardons who are wrongfully incarcerated. And I think that what she was trying to say is that those people will not be forgotten. I think that in this sort of situation, the proof is in the pudding, in the sense that it's in your actions. And if you deliver on your word, we're going to be watching, you know. I guess now I just want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget to check out my Blue Mean Face Pro 2.0. All right. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.